for underused, underrepresented. It's probably replicated, but still not yet duplicated. It's only on Unlimited TV radio. I seriously not listening to it.
Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elegbete TV radio. Modifying broadcasting. Listen. You are listening to Elegbete TV radio. Elegbete TV radio. We dare to lead. Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV radio. It's fun.
So fast. I can't believe. All right, good morning and welcome to this Possible Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Daffy Matthew. So gonna you love to call me the Elegbete Sports. It's a lovely time to be alive, like I always say, and use the life that you've been given wisely. Don't gamble with it, don't waste it, and don't use it to mess other people's life up. Okay, if you can be the solution, please don't disturb those who are working very hard to be the solution. That's what I always say. If you're with me, the Tuesdays is always myself, Emmanuel Sebastian in the building, but today it's a different patch because Emmanuel Sebastian is under the weather, kind of like everybody's under the weather, or probably a lot of us are under the weather. I am also under the weather, and my wife will say you're getting old. I don't know if that means I'm getting old anyway, but I'm a bit under the weather. But the greatest showman says the show must go on, so it's the show is on, and we're here doing the thing that we know how to do best. So it's up to us to deliver a show for you and give you what you need. So I've got my angels with me. My angels are out here doing their thing while I'm trying my best to do my thing as well. So if you're there, I'm here. Let's get the party started. Okay. Let's start with the Angels, and somehow we've got a new intern in the building. All of a sudden, the interns are flooding in back and forth everywhere now. Naomi, I think she's joining. Naomi, I will need you closer to the mic just for the sake of it. Okay, come and stay close to this mic. This mic just to say hi. No, not waving. This place we don't wave, we talk. So let's hear you say something. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Can you just briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Naomi, a student of Wellspring University, my 300 level.
Calm down. You're not born in Russia. Calm down. This Russian thing. Be calming down. What are we dealing with? You don't have audio?
It's using the laptop audio.
Huh?
It's using the laptop audio.
I'm not
using the laptop audio.
No, it's not supposed to.
It's not using this one.
Okay, so you're getting audio there, and then let's leave it. Let's talk with you again. Naomi, let's hear from you again, please. Get close to the mic a bit. Okay, so let's get to meet you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
dear.
dear.
TV. My name is Naomi, a student of mass communication, Wellspring University.
Wellspring. Okay, where is that?
Benin City.
Have you heard about Wellspring before? Oh, you have. What about you? No, you're Cotonou people. Don't worry, French people. And tell me a bit about your school.
Okay, so I transferred from Uniben to Wellspring due to the long strike. So I started last year, October. Well, Wellspring is
I love
Christian
Uniben. Oh God, look at what strike has done.
Wellspring is a Christian school. It is owned by Sir Itwa Igudalo.
Yeah.
And I just started, the school is corporate focused. It tries to prepare you for the corporate world. At the same time, giving you a splash of entertainment.
So there's this thing they say about going to the university. It's no longer about the degree; it's about the circle of friends that you make, the people you meet, the how they influence and impact your life, right? So are you, beside picking education, right, which is geared towards the degree, are you also committed to picking the very best friends, people who will become industry makers, shapers of our nations and the rest of them? Because you know this thing they say about sometimes it is the people who speak in the room that you are not in that matters the most. So your referrals, the people who say, "Oh, no, I know Naomi. Naomi is good for this job. She's a perfect person for this job." Or the president needs somebody who will become the voice of the nation. I say, "Oh, Naomi is the person." You have that. Are you already integrating that in your thought process as you go through your daily interaction with your friends? Or you are the, no, my mother and my daddy said I should not mix up with people. Don't mingle to get destroyed. Don't how do I say? Don't mingle to get entangled.
No, because the world we know today is all about networking. So you have to
Absolutely.
be intentional with your interactions with people to know where your name will be mentioned, because you never know where your name will be mentioned. And where your next
Fantastic.
step will be.
I'm gradually beginning to feel good. Like, how many months ago are you spending with us on this your internship?
I'm here from now to September.
Okay, so what's the guy? We got you, baby. We got you. So for the people looking for Emmanuel Sebastian is indisposed, unavoidably. What's the English word they use for it now? Unavoidably absent today. But beyond that, I still got my girls in the building. But beyond all of that, Abayo Mishagun, this Naomi Papa Najagoda. I'm just telling you up front. You forget this Ajabota voice that you're hearing. If Papa go shoot you with knife, like he go stab you like me, Najagoda like me. Keep your eyes and your mind and your harlotries away from people's children. I'm just telling you, Dan. Oh, I'm just telling you, Dan. May not be like, say, I not tell you. Don't go and put your don't go and put your eye in people's children. Again, they are kids. Okay. I've got kids in the building. Don't be coming here and be desperating your eyes on people's children. You will blind. We will cast and blind you, not blind. Okay, let me go to my girls in the building. What's up? How you doing today?
I'm fine, I'm good.
Fine. Okay.
This synchrony now. Well, okay, let's start with you today. Jabasi, what you got for us?
Yeah.
Please don't tell us that somebody stole meat from pots today. Somebody used a 5-year-old child to do juju. Okay, is that part of your story?
No.
You better not be.
But it's not every time I come up with sad story.
No, I'm just saying. Let's get good stories. Good news.
Okay, but this one is the sad one.
Uh-huh. It's not every time you come up with a sad story.
Tasha was robbed in Paris.
Who is Tasha again?
Cindy celebrity now. I think she was in BB.
Yeah, baby,
Yeah.
That rascal. They feel robber. Are you sure the robber should just making up the story?
They robbed that. They took a bag.
In Paris.
Yes.
Then have they ever robbed that in Nigeria? No. Yeah, I know why I'm asking this question. You know, because when they do all these their videos, they make it look like Nigeria is a zoo, Nigeria is a place for mad people, and once they go abroad, that's heaven where God lives. All those kind of things cannot happen. Or probably he went to Gardner and he now said he's in Paris. Because in Paris, they will not rob you. That Paris, it's only angels that live in Paris. If you get the sarcasm that I'm trying to throw here, and the pun is really intended. So Tasha, you know, they always go abroad and make it look like, oh, Nigeria is shit, and they just entered heaven. The streets are made of gold. Angels are flying on the street. The robber.
People still need money,
So the robber in Paris.
Yeah.
In Paris, the same see Paris and die. Hey.
Yeah, I think they also robbed Kim Kardashian in Paris. one time.
Let's make Kim Kardashian will do anything for drama.
No, but
For
like there's
television.
this guy
Kim
on,
Kardashian will do anything for news.
on Instagram. He was like sharing a video, like he's going to Paris, but like he only stayed for like some hours. The next thing is riots, and like it was even almost gone down saved by police. He had to
Really?
not exit that. I'm not a citizen, though. I just came to visit.
Okay, so I thought that those type of things only happen in Nigeria. You know, we are in the zoo as they say as they say.
Yeah.
I'm living well here, Sha. I don't know about any other person. I'm living my dream here. I would rather. I mean, there's no other place I'd rather be. This place is the best place in the world. I don't know about any other person. Continue with your stories.
Yeah, this is about car chase from Kano. The police officer were chasing a motorcyclist down. It was really like fast and furious. I did not know they could be
With
car chase.
vehicle?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that first catch. They used to be catches now,
In
like
Nigeria.
yeah.
I've never seen it before in my how many years of my life. I've never seen car chase before. This is my first time seeing car chase in Nigeria. I think
Okay.
it was in Kano.
And did they catch up with the
I'm
person?
not sure, but the video is online and the police
I
officer
feel like
were
car
driving.
chases can only work in some parts of Nigeria.
And you can't walk in Lagos because come on, the traffic will just hold you at your wing one. Nobody's going to answer you, sir. Nobody will answer you. Yeah.
That is I've seen so.
Okay.
Yeah, then Elon Musk wants to rebrand Twitter as X. No more
You know,
Twitter.
everything about him is X. We'll go soon leave this Twitter for him. You don't know. We'll go soon leave the Twitter for him.
I don't understand. He wants to change this to.
It's his business. If it's his business, it's got the right. I'm not going to fault him there. He's got the right to rebrand it because somehow when you hear Twitter, you still think it's Jack's property, it's Jack's business. So I understand. That's what billionaires do. They've got money. If you spend 47 billion to buy Twitter, I think you have the right to do some foolish things.
He has the right, but is it not taking it too far?
That's what billionaires do. They take this too far. If you're not billionaire, you're not a billionaire if you've not started taking things too far. You're just like a regular person. Billionaires, that's what they do. Twitter, 47 billion. Would you buy Twitter for 47 billion? For some people to just be on some place, be insulting each other and be saying nonsense. Come on. That's a billionaire. That's what billionaires do. So let's have fun.
So no more bed, no more this thing. It's not X.
Okay, so maybe they will use spaceship to represent it, to represent the bed. Yeah. It's for elite people now. Twitter is for elite people, elitists.
No, ex-citizen.
Okay, the extraterrestrial people that we use Twitter now, no problem.
When Menia comes, they will use Twitter to communicate.
We'll communicate. We're coming. Be ready. We're coming to suck up all the life out of us.
It's ready for them. It's ready building his moon like.
Why do I have this feeling that most of the things that they've made us believe, and this is where people will hate me. Some people just sat down in their house one day and say, let's mess with the minds of the people of this earth. Religion, and because if you go deep into religion, for instance, whether it's Christianity or whatever, it's Christianity that they used to package slavery. So I'm always thinking, if Christianity is meant to free us, to give us freedom and take us to, why did he bring slavery with it? I'm suspicious about anything. Patrick and Roman is here now. I cannot really say what's on my mind. I want to say what's on my mind, but he's looking at me with bombastic side eye. So I'm going to respect my mouth. Again, all this talk of alien existing somewhere. I just feel like the media, they're using this media to create it. One day when America now find out that this their dollar manipulation is no longer working, they just create one spaceship and start using it to bomb people. And America will say, no, it's not also, it's alien attack. I don't know.
Because I heard one story that there's one picture of American flag on the moon.
That was fake too.
That thing is fake.
That was fake too.
Yeah.
That even NASA too, that some of their things too, not some of the things they say fake.
Fake stories everywhere.
Yeah, like this one about religion. There's an actual religion that is practiced by American in one state that they even have that redemption, Jediism.
No problem.
Jedi, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
They turn it into a religion and like they have followers, they have this thing. And literally it's like, okay, so people watch me when they come up with religion and people will follow you And you remember they gave them free tax invasion of
I'm
Nigeria.
not surprised.
America can do anything. So I'm just thinking, like 2,000 years from now, Judaism can now become like the dominant religion. I mean, a couple of years ago, it was a crime in England to be gay. Now, it's the English people that are fighting for the right of gay. So our great grandchildren will not even live in a world where they know the difference between male and female anymore. So I'm just thinking, isn't this how they force all these things on us? I will not start thinking, let me not say what's on my mind.
Let's go back
Let's come back.
Let's come back to the present. I mean, a granda and that it has why I knew.
What's wrong with these two people?
Yeah,
are they breaking up now?
It's the wife. It's Sarah's wife. It was also married, but it's also getting a divorce. It's like coming up to say that she's devastated with the whole him dating and granddating and everything. With that child, they have a son.
Wait, is she devastated that he is dating Ariana Grande, or she's devastated that they are divorcing? Where's her priority line?
I think that divorcing and I think he's also divorcing too.
Ariana Grande, why don't you date somebody your age and marry somebody your age? Why are you always trying to look for somebody else's husband, somebody else's boyfriend? What's wrong with you, Ariana Grande? You're fine now. Why you go down? This thing is not good.
Like maybe there was a spark when they were shooting a movie together, and shooting Richard together.
Who put the spark? Electricity. I make my worry. I beg. Let's continue. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, smiling goddess, how you doing? What's the gossip we got on your end of the town?
Okay, so President Putin signed a new law that
if
bans
you try it, if you come here and trans one thing, the only trans here is transfer. Anything aside transfer will put you inside a rocket and bomb you to space. And there's nothing anybody can do. NATO is not coming here. I like Putin. I like people who put their foot on the ground. Remind me of my mother. With her, you know where she stands with you. She loves you, you know. She doesn't love you, your body will tell you. Putin, my guy. Salute.
And I like that fella. Even his cabinet members too are not supporting him.
You will not go support. They'll go throw you inside drum of acid. It's nobody will fight for you. It's a good one. Let's know. Bible says if that the Bible is true, he created he male and female. He did not created he them. He created he male and female. Let's stay on that track first. They want to confuse another generation. Let's wait till we are gone. That's the one they gave us. Then let's stay with that.
Okay, so more BP Nigerian news. Adekunle has emerged as the head of house for.
Who the hell is Adekunle? There's only one Adekunle. Okay, not two Adekunle. One Adekunle Iyaba and Simi's, my girlfriend's husband. Simi husband Adekunle Gold. Any other one, it's a counterfeit. Okay, they're just good. Let's forgive the counterfeit one. It's not ahead of us. Who is Adekunle again?
He's on the BP Nigeria All-Star.
Are you watching the BP Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay. I will depend on you. Like I see the only time I watched BP Nigeria was when Alison was there. Like, okay, that's my child. My child is there. Let me watch. Aside that one, I even that one. Let me be honest today. I know too much. Like I don't understand. I can't BP Nigeria. I don't hate them. I love the business. The business matrix is fantastic. But I cannot get entertained watching Big Brother Nigeria. Like I've passed that age. It's good for you people anyway, but I don't think it's good for me.
Okay, so Greece has been plagued with plenty wildfires and people are evacuating.
Greece is not California. Greece is a new California.
It's terrible.
And I was thinking that if I ever was going to relocate, I was going to go to Greece. Because I want to go and see why Zeus is in folklore, is in stories, is in movies, and Shango, Oramiyo, what's it called? Ayelala, and that one that Benin people have crippled. Ogun are not in this. No, I need to know. I need to go to that Zeus temple and like Zeus, come. What's wrong with you? They even did a car and used Zeus trident to represent the logo of the car. Maserati. Shango, all these people that are even doing, oh God, Nigeria, the thing that is pissing me off with this call, that's the thing that is vexing me.
It's because of Zeus has a lot of stories.
You think Shango does not have stories?
Compared to those.
No, Shango doesn't have stories.
Yes,
I
stories.
think it's white propaganda.
Yes.
So let's also propaganda Shango now.
I don't know many stories of Shango, honestly.
And we can fake it. We can lie about it.
Actually, because I'm sure some of those.
So you think Thor really? There's one Thor that have one hammer that brings thunder.
No, that one is mythology.
It's Norwegian mythology now. Ragnarok is Norwegian story now. So where does all this come from? Let's create our own too. Don't be saying Ogoki. That's not enough. Let's create proper meat, and Shango should be spitting fire.
Yeah, and then my last story is UNICEF says that 435 children has been killed in Sudan since their conflict.
Who count them?
UNICEF.
Who count them? So that child 1, child 2. Who they do the counting?
And UNICEF.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say what's on my mind. UNICEF, and they've not told us how many children have been killed in Ukraine since the war started. Almost 2 years now. 1 year and 6 months or so. February this year was 1 year, so February to 6 months, right? 1 year and 6 months. How many children don't die? Let them go and be counting things in their places. Don't come and count things that is not existing in Africa. Well, let's come back to the sporting arena and talk about the sporting news and all the gist that is there. This guy can laugh for stage. I don't understand. This also can laugh. Laugh is. Please don't go and use laugh and choke yourself. Well, let's stay with the guy of the moment. I don't know if I can make you guys laugh because she has taken all the laugh. Laugh at lad, laugh at last man laugh. Have you guys seen Last One Laughing on Prime? Amazon Prime.
I've seen snippets of it.
Snippets of it is all you've seen.
Yeah.
Same. There are 4 episodes on Prime. If you're on Amazon Prime, you should go see it. It's funny. Kiki and Taoma are funny beyond funny. Bucci is there. Senator was the first to get the red card. Then they brought my old friend, my brother. Yeah, Gandoki. Gandoki was there. Shout out to Basketball for that. There's Gandoki there. There is who again? Tomama. Again, the hustle Sha. She's on Immigration Show with Bobby. She's on Flatney. She's on again the hustle. She's got a grind on. Or if anybody see her driving G-Wagon, please don't say that she's sleeping with Senator because she's hustling. She's got a hustle on. Otagwari, yes, I could say this. Like since we're all young, since we're kids growing up, Otas have been doing this thing. And he went to study theater arts. No, is it theater art? No. Arts. He paints very, very, but he chose this comedy. He went to university that Sister Naomi went to before strike, now striker, and she now went to the school that she's her current school reminds me of Whitbaker Hotel because if I hear the name, it's reminding me of that Whitbaker Hotel. Okay, it's free, enough free advert for Whitbaker. Let's shift the attention. Let's come to where money talks, bullshit walk. Oh God, there's Sabinus. Sabinus can sleep on stage. Jesus, Sabinus. Hey, Sabinus, you fought the full Potakota. He's sleeping and snoring. I thought he was acting. He wasn't. He not slept again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sabinus. Sabinus, the investor sleep. I collect yellow card. The next time they give a red card, he got out of the I'm loving it anyway. Because for me, comedy is my thing. Anybody who knows me will tell you comedy is my thing. Like comedy, I watch more comedy than I watch football. I don't know. Comedy is my thing. Like from Richard Pryor back in the day, Eddie Murphy, name it. Any comedian in the world, I know them. Like I've seen their work, their skits, and all that. But let's stay with the one that is funny and is making somebody laugh. So an incredible offer of 259 million pounds. Like my math is confused in calling that amount. 259 million pounds. This is not see. They should bring back slavery. I have people to sell in my family. No, they should bring back slavery. No. Now that we need slavery, they don't want to bring back slavery. There are people in my family that would need to go and work in planting and cotton plantation just if they will pay 259 million pounds. Saudi Arabia, please come and buy some people in my family. I know some people, some uncles and aunties that are very strong. Some people in my village, I will bring them for you. We work 259 million pounds. Hey, Jesus. for 1 year deal, and then they will not pay him again 700 million. The guy is laughing at them. If they give you that kind of money, what will you? Okay, so if somebody comes to you and say, "I'll give you £1 million to beat your mom in the market square," will you do it? Think about the money, £1 million. That's about 8 billion, if I'm not mistaken, 800 million or so. Will not talk to me. What will you do?
You have to agree first. You have to agree that.
No. Off the top of this conversation, what is your position? Leave your mom out of it. Don't drag your mom into it.
I'll be tempted to.
Joy, Alpha.
First of all, which kind of beating first?
Every kind of beating, slapping, kicking, weeping.
Is it just one like slap?
No, that's not beating. That's just a strike one, like beat. Serious one.
I cannot.
1 million? $10 million? £10 million?
I cannot.
100 million? Are you really serious right now?
I cannot.
Deal or no deal? 100 million pounds?
No.
200?
If it's my sister, yes, but my mom, no.
Okay. All right. You beat your mom, Sha. She
Can't
go collect her. She go collect her. My mom and my dad are not alive, so don't ask me that question. I don't know what I would do.
Both of your brothers.
they don't collect over for free now. So what is the next collecting? When they know that we all share money. Even my own brother, my younger brother. My younger brother will beat me for not beating me. Like European Emmanuel will beat me for not beating me. Like, don't worry. You will say that you cutlass cut one of your leg come up. Let's go to the conversation. Let's go to the way it is. Kylian Mbappe has broken his silence after Al-Hilal submitted a world record £259 million offer to PSG, following a tweet from NBA star Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, the name is actually Antetokounmpo, right? We're working on bringing him to Nigeria. We're still on it anyway. These people are very tough. Saudi Pro League side Al-Hilal launched their extraordinary bid on Monday as PSG seek to sell Mbappe after he refused to sign a new deal with 1 year left on his contract. Okay, Milwaukee Bucks superstar Antetokounmpo took to social media to joke about the bid amid Mbappe's reported reluctance to move to Saudi Arabia. Okay, and he said 250. This is what he tweeted. He said 259 million pounds. Come and take me. I look like Mbappe. That's what NBA superstar what's it called? Antetokounmpo said. Giannis said. But then, in response to that, Mbappe just tweeted himself laughing, like really laughing and crying. Well, Kylian Mbappe does not want to move to Saudi Arabia despite Al-Hilal's eye-watering 259 million offer, with the Paris Saint-Germain star willing to sit on the bench all of next season to run down the final year of his contract. I hardly get these things wrong. Kylian Mbappe reportedly has no intention of playing in Saudi Arabia despite Paris Saint-Germain's granted Al-Hilal permission to speak to the French star after a world record £259 million bid. Well, there's one person who cannot resist the temptation. Deliver us from temptation, but lead us not to evil. This one is deliver us from temptation, but dear Lord, lead me to Saudi Arabia. That's where I will find my rest. I am going to the holy city of Saudi Arabia. That's what he's saying. Jordan Henderson, the captain of Liverpool. This guy had so many things to say about the Arab world a few years ago during the World Cup in Qatar. But all of a sudden, he's got the whole world in his hand. Now he wants to go to Saudi Arabia. Okay, this guy is also a gay rights activist, a rainbow colorist. Okay, he's a rainbow colorist. But right now, he's going to take that money. What money can do? Even Peter denied Jesus Christ 3 times before the cock crow. This man right now is denying whatever association with gay rights. If I am Saudi Arabia, the first thing I'll do is I'll make him denounce the gay rights on the press conference after signing the deal. You never said anything. If you don't do, I will go jail. Jonathan Anderson says his farewell at Liverpool ahead of a big money move to Saudi Arabia as Red Captain prepares to seal a £700,000 a week deal with Steven Gerrard's Al-Ettifaq. Okay, Jonathan Anderson underwent medical in Manchester on Friday and will end his 12-year association with the Reds to make the controversial move to the Saudi Pro League. Right, let's move to Sunderland and see what happens there. Sunderland holds talks with Manchester United for goalkeeper Nathan Bishop. Okay, it's a Bishop, but an altar to preach, so they want to provide him a goalpost to preach his gospel now. As the Black Cat reject £10 million bid from Burnley for younger Jack Clarke. The 23-year-old goalkeeper joined United in January 2020, but is yet to make his senior appearance in his 3.5 years at the club. Senior appearance, for what the Gadi, I mean, this is what they don't sign. Fabinho is still hoping to seal a £40 million move to Al-Ettifaq, despite a delay over paperwork, with the Liverpool midfielder keen to bring his beloved French bulldog, despite Saudi's strict rules. Those rules will be bent anyway. Fabinho remains keen on joining Saudi Arabia Pro League side, no matter what the paperwork says. And the paperwork does not allow the dog, it will sell the dog. Or we ship the dog to Brazil. As far as I'm concerned, this man is taking the Brazilian football gospel to Saudi Arabia. Arsenal forward Folari Balogun trains alone at their preseason base in California. Yes, in California, as Inter Milan ready a £35 million bid for the USA star. Now, this is the one that is busting my head, pissing me off. I do not understand. Why can't Arsenal sell a player for, say, 50, 60, 70, 80, or 100 million? Why is Arsenal players always selling for 35 million, 20 million, 25 million? Is there a cost at Arsenal that they must not sell a player above 50 million? Then because they've started signing a player for 70 million, they started signing a player for 100 and something million. Why then are they not being able to sell players for 50 million, for anything above 50 million? What is the problem? Somebody please educate me on that one. Arsenal forward Folari Balogun trained alone earlier today at their California base as the club prepared to face FC Barcelona tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Manchester United will not pay more than £60 million for Rasmus Højlund, despite Atlanta's £86 million asking price, with the Red Devils poised to make opening bid for their top striker target. Well, if Manchester United doesn't have that money, they should stop bidding, because poor man, then they buy Ferrari. That's as simple as that. I'm talking about somebody very expensive at the age of 20. Mikhailo Modric says he has shown only 20% of his potential at Chelsea. As Winger says, he feels good playing under Mauricio Pochettino, and everybody will see the things that they've not seen. The thing that Arsenal think that they dodge a bullet, and this time the bullet is going to sporadically attack every other opposition in the Premier League. Okay, he insists he has plenty more to show at Chelsea as he jazz up for the new season after disappointing start to life at the club. The winger scored his first goal for the Blues on Sunday. Now let's break that down. Let's not just rush to the next story. Let's break it down and do a little bit of mathematics. You guys who know how to do math, follow me. Let's do this math a little bit. No, so if what he has shown us last season is 20%, that means that there's 80% of that remaining. In my head, last season was rotten pawpaw, rotten tomatoes, no use, rotten fish. So if that's 20%, I don't know if the remaining 80% is even going to be valuable. But let's just keep our fingers crossed and see. Because at this rate, even Nicolas Pepe is now beginning to look like Georgia Pogwe compared to Mikhailo Modric. Well, let's sit down and watch if the scam will continue. Cristiano Ronaldo, Romero admit Tottenham are in shambles and they need Emmanuel to come and do healing. You know who Emmanuel is. Anyway, if they need TB Joshua to come and help them, but unfortunately, TB Joshua is gone to the great beyond. Cristiano Romero admit Tottenham were a divided club and in a bad way under Antonio Conte before he praises Ange Postecoglou for changing the mood already. That's what they talk. 2 defeats on the road now. All this talk will change. And you know this Cristiano Romero is saying all this so that they don't go sell out. Cristiano Romero is the first Tottenham star to reveal how bitter divisions inside the camp sent last season into a tailspin. Well, let's go to one man who is living in England and going to Turkey to go and shop some Turkey. Wilfred Zaha on a 3-year deal as the Crystal Palace legend. May your legend not be Zaha, makes the move to Turkish football club after spending all but 1 year of his career at Selhurst Park. Wilfred Zaha has completed the move as Turkish side confirmed the Crystal Palace signing. Galatasaray have confirmed the signing of Wilfred Zaha on a free transfer. The 30-year-old winger was a free agent after his Crystal Palace contract expired earlier this summer and has now joined the Turkish giant. It will give Zaha the opportunity to play Champions League football after the Istanbul-based side won the league last season. You just know he is the man, the one in charge. Chelsea new boy Nicholas Jackson opened up on Mauricio Pochettino's aura with £32 million striker releasing playing under one of the best coaches in the world. Is that true? On this eye service from all this African player. Senegal international Jackson joined Chelsea from Villarreal last month and signed an 8-year contract. Slavery on the pro. Signed an 8-year contract. Jackson scored and provided 2 assists in Chelsea's 4-3 win over Brighton. Well, I don't know if Mauricio Pochettino is one of the best managers because I don't know what you will say when you play under Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, or Jurgen Klopp. Or probably if you had the opportunity to play under a coach like Carlo Ancelotti, I don't know what you will say, but Mauricio Pochettino, one of the best managers in the world, that does not define or describe that man, in my own opinion. Well, let's go to some of the transfer speculations and rumor and gossip that is going around. Harry Kane is still there. Kolomwani is there. What's it called? Amrabat, Martinez, Holland, Mbappe, Kudus. They're all in the conversation. But no Victor Osimhen. Seems like Victor Osimhen is going to still continue at the Napoli Italian Stadium. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be fun. I like the way Napoli call his name. So it's not like, oh, it's a bad move. If he doesn't move out of Napoli, he's going to try and defend the title and defend the golden boot. I mean, let's see. Not too many people have won it back-to-back anyway, but quite a few people have done that. We'll see if Victor Osimhen will join the list. But then transfer conversation is not over. His best friend from under 17 is going to be part of the league now. Let's see. Talking about Samuel Chukwueze, who's been moved from Villarreal to AC Milan. Let's see how that goes. I pray it goes well. I pray he learns how to cross the ball well. I pray he understands the difference between he crosses from wide and he cut back from inside the 18-yard box. Well, that's the prayers that I pray for him. It is up to him to go to the field and do well. My mother will say, if you're going to write exam, I will pray for you, but not my prayer to write the exam. If you like, enter that exam, you know, right, well, maybe you go free, come back. The beat I go beat you, you go forget saying that the mama will be pray for you that time. Just know. So, Manchester United will make an offer to Atlanta for 20-year-old Denmark striker Rasmus Højlund this week, and let's hope that they can get the man. But the difference between the two is very, very high. It's about £26 million difference. Manchester United would not pay more than £60 million for Højlund, but Atlanta want £86 million. Let's see if eventually there will be a compromise. Okay, compromise somewhere at 70, 75 should be good enough. Fiorentina Morocco midfielder Sofia Amrabat 26 has reached an agreement to join Manchester United on a 5-year deal. Manchester United are gengay. They signed this deal and then they got a striker. I think Manchester United are gengay. They are getting ready as we speak. Sofia Amrabat is a good player. Easily replaces Eriksen, in my opinion. Now, my opinion, though, if you have a different opinion, Manchester United fan, you can show up. Inter Milan have offered Aston Villa 15 million euros, which is 30 million pounds for Argentine goalkeeper Emiliano Dancing Teatrix Martinez, who is 30 years of age, following Andrew Onana's move to Manchester United. Would he go? Would he stay? I don't know. Mr. Good evening. What's your decision on this matter? West Ham have bid 40 million pounds for Chelsea 23-year-old England midfielder Conor Gallagher, according to Fabrizio Romano. Manchester United are looking at Eintracht Frankfurt 24-year-old French striker Randa Kolomwani, while manager Eric Ten Hag is also interested in Ajax 22-year-old Ghana forward Mohamed Kudus, who has been linked with Chelsea, according to the Mirror. Okay, Ten Hag is open to offers for several fringe Manchester United players with funds needed to launch a move for marquee striker. Ten Hag is looking to reinforce Manchester United backup goalkeeping option with the signing of Fenerbahce 25-year-old Turkey international Atle Bayindir. Well, Chelsea midfielder, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur will be part of the bidding frenzy for French striker Kylian Mbappe, 24, after Paris Saint-Germain received a world record £259 million bid from Saudi Arabian club Al-Hilal. My question is, somebody have bidded 259 million. Chelsea, Man United, and Tottenham. I beg, what do I want bid? What do you people want to bid? And they are calling clubs that want to bid for Mbappe that says he wants to win Champions League. Tottenham Hotspur is putting their name there. Please, Eyimba, go and bid for him. How can Tottenham Hotspur be trying to bid for Kylian Mbappe that says the reason he wants to leave Paris Saint-Germain is that he wants to win titles? And Tottenham Hotspurs are coming there. The Tottenham Hotspur that anybody who supports Tottenham Hotspur doesn't even use cup to drink water. They use their hand like this to bail water and drink. They want to go and bid for Kylian Mbappe. Now, Ogu will kill all of them for Tottenham Hotspur. Ogu, I will kill him. I never said anything. They bid 259 million pounds a player. You want to use the total cost of your stadium to go and bid for the player. I don't understand. Tottenham Hotspur, what is your name finding in this conversation? Haven't you noticed that big timber don't fall across the road? You cannot pass. And you're driving a canopy. Not even you don't have a jet. Chelsea, I can understand. Man United too, I can understand. I can say half of the stadium to Mbappe. Tottenham Hotspur, what do you have? What is the attraction? Well, let's talk about better people, the real giant of the giants. Al-Hilal plan to offer Mbappe a net salary worth 200 million euros, which is 172 million pounds a year, while allowing him to keep 100% of his image right. Okay, Saudi Arabia, what did the image right do for Saudi Arabia? What did the image right go do? Hey. Okay, if Mbappe joins Al-Hilal, it could only be for a year, with PSG convinced that Real Madrid President Florentino Perez and the players have an agreement in place for him to move to La Liga next year. When you do Barcelona that time, you know somebody could do you back. Okay, Barcelona have distanced themselves from any move that is related to Mbappe, despite claims they had talks with PSG. Not lie, you, we are not there. We are PSG, we are not even friends at all. So please, we didn't date. We didn't date there. If Mbappe moves to Saudi Arabia, PSG will beat Tottenham Hotspur's 100 million pounds valuation for 29-year-old striker Harry Kane. Although Bayern Munich are still confident the England captain will choose them. Al-Hilal are close to signing Fulham's 29-year-old Serbian striker Alexandra Mitrovic, a many striker on the world. England midfielder Jordan Henderson, 33, has said his goodbyes to Liverpool teammate and staff before his move to Saudi Arabia. I'm waiting to see the face of Jimmy Carragher. Okay? Jimmy Carragher, I'm waiting to see your face. USA striker for Larry Balogun, 22, trained alone during Arsenal's blah, blah, blah. And Inter Milan is trying to offer 35 million. Inter Milan are the crazy. But just a look on our face. Which market do I want crazy later? Everton are closing in on Almerian Mali striker El Bilal Touré, 21, despite competition from Atalanta. I told you guys this yesterday, and it's still repeating itself again. West Ham have offered Southampton £25 million for their 28-year-old England midfielder James Ward-Prowse to come and help them with scoring free kick that they are not scoring. Chelsea attempts to sign Ecuadorian midfielder Moise Caicedo, 21, from Brighton have stalled over the Seagulls' demand for 20-year-old defender Levi Colwill to be included in the deal. And I never see anything. Brighton not decided that. I'm not cutting that coach. Potter, okay, I go see you this time. After I take Potter and I take Cucurella, and it's time for now to pay well now. Tottenham and Nottingham Forest have approached Juventus over 23-year-old Italian defender Andreas Cambiaso. This one is going on well. This one ain't going on well. Manchester United plan to extend the contract of English defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka from the Anambra side of England. Wan-Bissaka. He's 25 years of age after deciding not to pursue Inter Milan's 27-year-old Netherlands right back Denzel Dumfries that sells fried fish on the express road. Leicester City midfielder Hamza Shadori, the one that served Bonvita tea in the evening along Agege motorway with Indomie. He's 25 years of age. He wants his long-term future settled before the start of the season amid interest from Southampton. Let's decide where we go now, because Southampton, fellow relegated club, is looking for me. And this guy's made up his mind that I must to play in the championship. There's no hope of going up. Yeah, they go to the championship unless something happened miraculously that I don't know yet. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Well, Siemens name did pop up in this conversation anyway. But yeah, we are talking about transfer. I've got my own transfer guru also in the building, ready to give me some transfer gist in the MPFL. We can't leave the MPFL league. We'll talk about the transfer in the MPFL as well. Andrew Randa, all the way from, I don't know where he is exactly right now. Maybe he's in Mina, Kontagora, or in Jos, or in Kaduna, because it's in Marshall. It covers that whole area. Could be anywhere. But let's get some updates on the MPFL transfers.
Je m'appelle Fomon Demont et ce soir je suis avec LGBT sur LGBT TV Radio.
So there's been a lot of movement around the Nigerian Professional Football League, or the MPL like some call it. A couple of moves over the past 1 week, all about that. formerly of Gombe United, has moved to Benden Insurance, and this is it, all sealed and signed. He will run the club for 1+1 season. And also, moving to Benden Insurance is the big defender, the big midfielder come defender, Kester Kelly. He's played a bit in Vietnam, he's played at Elimba, played at Rivers United, extremely versatile, experienced midfielder, and is moving over to Benden Insurance. Among the coaches, we all know Fidelis Ilechukwu has left Plateau United and has joined Rangers International, all set and sealed. He has already started training with the team. Yesterday, we had the big man, Maikaba. He has left Rangers after 2 seasons and is moving back home to coach Kano Pillars. So Abdul Maikaba to Kano Pillars unveiled yesterday, 2-year deal clause for him. New coaching crew for Kano Pillars is all set, and this is it. And also, Deji Bamidele has moved to Lobby Stars. He actually went there on trials, but he has not elected to join the team, considering the fact that Coach Abba Kabala has always fancied him. And so, Deji Bamidele to Lobby Stars all set and done, and this is it.
Yeah, like he said, this is it. Fabrizio Romano will say, yeah, we go. But for Andrew Randa, this is it. And those deals have been announced. We'll give you more as we progress. Maybe tomorrow we'll get some people from the clubhouses to give us updates in the respective clubs that they are pushing for. Having said that, well, let's come to you guys, your comment, what you've been saying on Instagram and on YouTube as well. Not too many of them today. Time is also running out, so thank God we don't have too many of them. But let's look at this. And I've got one long message on WhatsApp. I think I'll have to go read it. But let me get done with Musty 101. It say smiling goddess indeed. Okay. And that one your eye will do. And that one. You say I greet all of you now for studio. We greet you too. Be looking at woman there. You're not gonna look at me. See this, you not see me. Precious Emenike double say Sabinos too. Okay, yes, Sabinos is in the house. Mr. Sugar, it say where did I see your message just now? Don't disappear. Where is Mr. Sugar? Okay. He said, Elebete, good morning. From the look of things, I think I will be coming to do internship in your studio. No, please stay where you did. They say your sugar came for where you did sell. He said, I hope you are not planning to sell your brother Yokiri. What's that? That's what it's called. Olodo. Emmanuel. No. I'm not going to enjoy the money now. He's my guy. He's my right hand guy. You know I will sell him. Okay, Precious MNK 001 says, I think PSG will go for Victor Osimhen if they sell the commander in chief. They can't sell him. They cannot sell him. But they are looking at Harry Kane, and if they don't get Harry Kane, probably Victor Osimhen will be the guy. Okay, K. Udofia says, this Spurs, I think them they overdrink Sapele water. They are even every morning in our nature they make cat feel like lion. Wow. Okay, I don't know for Spurs, but what's that? My girlfriend's name again? Gwen, a diehard supporter of Spurs. Mostly 101. He said, I see you well. You be my master anyway, bros. But I smiley goddess, you see now. Let's go to YouTube and see what you guys are saying. I asked this question on YouTube. I said, as ridiculous as the offer of Al-Hilal to Paris Saint-Germain for Mbappe is, which is worse in this conversation, to sit on the bench for the whole season or to go to Saudi Arabia and 700 million in 1 year and then watch Alan become the football poster boy. Because, see, this is the implication. Somebody asked me to analyze this thing properly, and I did yesterday. But let me just tell you the implication of Mbappe going to Saudi Arabia. First off, Paris Saint-Germain will not completely come out and say that Mbappe is a money grabber. It's not a professional footballer. You know, they will not rob the African thing. He will become an African. Right now, he's a French boy, but he'll become an African. They'll say, yo, that's how African people do. They are all money grabbers. They are slave for money. They are hungry. Money is what is driving them, right? But by the time he goes there for 1 season, this season, the battle is between Haaland and Messi. Whether Messi will end his last Ballon d'Or or Haaland will get his first one. And if Haaland gets his first one, I'm saying a very big if, because I think that it is 80% Messi right now, but anything can change. Right? If Haaland gets his first one, and then Mbappe goes there and spend one season in Saudi Arabia, Mbappe will get a second one. I mean, Haaland will get a second one most likely because there's nobody in the radar to think about it. Obviously, Victor Osimhen will get his African Footballer of the Year, but Haaland gets a second one hypothetically. And then by the time he comes back and starts saying he wants to chase the race and try to beat Haaland, maybe Haaland will come to Spain eventually from Man City, where Barcelona would have built their stadium. Just think about it. Build their stadium, set everything in motion. Pep Guardiola will leave Man City and go and become football director at Barcelona. And then they will ask him to convince Mbappe to come join Barcelona. And then, Haaland, Lewandowski would have left. And then Haaland and Mbappe battle will start. But that time, people like Rodrigo, people like Vinicius Jr. would have taken center stage so much so that Kylian Mbappe would now become like number 5, number 6, number 7. And that would be tough. You say he's talented like Neymar, but it's not the 1-on-1 or 1-on-2 anymore. That's a risk. What happens if he goes to Saudi Arabia? Having said that, if he sits on the bench in Paris, there's going to come a point where the season might be very terrible. The coach will talk to the board and say, listen, guys, I don't care what you think. We're not going to win this title if we don't bring this stubborn boy. So let's find a way to put him there. If not, our elephant will give birth to lizard at this rate. So those are the implication that is involved. But I mean, if Mbappe is your family member, he's your brother, you are his agent, you are his manager, you are his daddy, mommy, close confidant, as they say. What would you be telling him right now? Right now, what would you be telling him? What would you whisper into his ear that, hey, guy, forget all the noise in the media, forget all the grandstanding, the public doings. This is me and you, mano. I think you should go take this money. 700 million. Come on, what's your worry, Chris? Since you have a $5 billion image right contract with your sponsors, but that money is stretched over 10 years. You have this money that you're earning 100 million, but 700 million in 1 year. They see the league is not even 1 year like that. It's just 9 months. What's wrong with you? Come on, go and take this money. Next June, 1st of June, you are out. You go to Madrid. You go and start afresh again. That's right now. The devil is speaking and the angels are speaking. And they will say, I don't know why they describe it like that. The voice of the devil is loud, and then the voice of the angel of God is whisper. Why would God be whispering? Like I'm confusing. But let's look at this. Let's look at the conversation that you people are giving me. Abayo Michel will say, boss, we know they see our face. Our face is not interesting you. Nobody ask you to come and see our face. Listen to our voice, okay? Stay away from temptation. Don't come and be doing pedophile behavior here. Tosin this says good morning, people. Good morning to you. Patrick Keremon says good morning, Chief. Good morning to you. Sub Studio. I love your logo. He said, Toy is Ogu, God of Thunder. My people. I love you. Anomieze says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. I have been enjoying your show as always, though. I have been watching the recorded version of the show in the last 1 week, especially when I am working. Keep it up, boss. Thank you very much. Anyone that say, boss, drop me as make I drop something for fuel. Okay, I think you would have to come to WhatsApp or somewhere, or what's it called, or Instagram, or because for this YouTube I'm not going to drop as let the heavens fall, but I need the money, sha. And then Eze Patrick wrote and delete, like say they follow your girlfriend in the chat. Okay. One day I go send a picture into this place. Well, let's go to Mr. Sugar. He said, why don't Mbappe and PSG have a round table? The table they don't break down. What did they call him? Will Smith wife don't take the table, go do entanglement. There's no round table again. Even my office, my round table don't cut a half. They don't cut the Jada Pinkett side come out. Then there's no round table. Anything round table causes entanglement. And what's it called? August. I'm going to be that boy name. August is next month. We don't want entanglement. Say, please don't mention round table yet. Don't stop it. Yes, you see this table? It's not round. What is this shape called? Half a circle. Half a moon. It's not a full moon. We don't do round table again. You don't want anybody to see. I don't want one day my wife not come and sit here and tell me, babe, we got entangled. Stop anything round table. Even if you go to my living room, it's a cube. It's not round. My dining table is not round. Anything round right now, I don't like it. It's either oval, it is half a circle, it's a cube, it's a rectangle, it's a square. Round. Even South African money, if you give me South African money now, I will not take. Because the money is round. Round. Give me the round. I don't take round anymore. Because round is always leading to entanglement. Let's move on. We're almost done. Don't worry, don't worry. I will be out of your way soon. Don't worry. But Anamiezi, don't forget, my money in your hand now. As you've said it, it's not my money. It's just in your bank. Find a way to Elevator One on Instagram. Send me a message on my DM. Let's collect our offering. We cannot be leaving our offering in the hands of people. It's not a good thing. Okay, Mr. Sugar One says, why don't Mbappe and PSG have a round table agreement and sort out their differences? Because all this might affect his career. Hey, we better push. I want to advise Dangote how to make money. Which career? Okay. Hypothetically, so this is what I told my friend yesterday. My one WhatsApp group, everyone say his career will just die. I said, what if he was injured and the injury is 9 months? Are you saying he's not going to come back and rebuild his career? How long was Ruud van Nistelrooy injured when Manchester United first wanted to sign him? How did he affect his career? Did he do anything? Well, some players go out for 1 full year and they come back, they are better. Ronaldo da Lima did not play football for 2 years. 2 years. Yes, 2 years. He came to the World Cup. He won the World Cup. He won Ballon d'Or. What are you saying? Please. Mr. Chica, he said it's not, if not round table, make them go rectangle table now. No, rich people don't use rectangle table. See, there's no table in this conversation. All the table have been destroyed. They'll be cast and bind. What God cannot do does not exist. They've used the table to do their prayer point. Those people that you always put this on top of the table and be praying. And I tell people that I said, I'm a from church. They say, why am I talking like that? The man never from church. Yeah, take us out. You never sound. You never from church. Hey God, when would he talk of this one and he take us serious? I don't need to put prophet on my name. Chooks 9,000. They say Mbappe should sit out the remaining 1 year of PSG at PSG and move to Madrid next season. PSG should allow this boy be. Allow this boy to move. He's not their slave. The marriage between Mbappe and PSG is over. Over. So that money where they pay the guy. This remaining 1 year. Let me tell you the financial implication for this. The remaining 1 year of this contract could cost Paris Saint-Germain between 270 to 300 million pounds. It's not easy. It's not easy, okay, in the business term. Although I then bring out to the self and then the pity for PSG, Nasser Al-Khalifa. Like, I will give anything to be a fly in the wall of Neymar's house right now. Like, Neymar knows his 11 friends, what they'll be saying about Nasser Al-Khalifa. Oh, that club, oh God. And then I would like to also be a fly in Miami, in that penthouse of Messi. And I'll be hearing what they're saying about Paris Saint-Germain. So, you know these things that, what they'll be in my house and be, we don't talk about that. There's really not much to talk about. That's, yes. So this kind of conversation, I think my own name I will be talking before. Those guys, they bought that way, they tried to rubbish, they won't do. That always happens to do. They always tremble. They only see today at the form to the end of the season to reach finals for Champions League. Every time I don't play well, they know they feel the season. They see the finals for finals. They say this is more okay now. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. That's just creating what they're saying. Hey, big just say right. But you say Mbappe should. And now we show one end, another they call that should have an agreement with Madrid before going to Saudi. After 1 year, he would come back. He will not go Saudi. Saudi is not a place. PSG Mumusha, according to Mr. Sugar One, Chuks Nighters will say, but he informed them last season he won't be renewing his contract. Now that was so I invest PSG. So PSG say the time when he signed that extension, he tell them say he will extend by 1 year to 2025. So they want that. And then they cannot afford to let him go for free. It's not in the book. They spent too much money. By the time he goes for free, PSG would have expanded up to €1 billion on name on Mbappe alone. So that's ridiculous. And they don't even win Champions League. So it's ridiculous investment. That's what is paying them in their body. But go play the well. As Patrick said, I think PSG would take the money. It's now a toxic relationship. Which money they will take? Money where Mbappe didn't even take Al-Hilal. Ogochukwu Eziani. It's a good morning, boss. Good morning to you. Me, I think Mbappe might end up regretting all this. How now? Please explain to me. How? Atas how? Say what happened. Because of who? Eze Patrick went on to say going to Saudi Arabia for a year is tricky, but if he has assurance that he should take then he should take the money you're taking from your bank account, not from Mbappe's bank account. Currently, think like Mbappe for a minute. Mbappe has over 500 million in his bank account. All the money that LeBron James have earned since he started playing basketball for over about 20 years or so now is 517 million. So think about it for a minute. You think Mbappe is in that place where he really needs to take the money because it's about need, not wants. Okay, think about that for a minute. And the party going to say, what I don't understand is how the Saudis will spend that type of money and let it go on a free. Would the jersey sales bring back that investment? Saudi Arabia are not doing investment to sell jerseys or anything. See, this is Saudi Arabia are messing up European football, and I love it. See, if I have my way, I go bundle Mbappe go there, not just because for anything, but just to prove that not only old players that they buy for Saudi Arabia, they also buy the very best. If I get my way against Saudi Arabia, I will put an offer of 500 million for Erling Haaland. I'll bring them to Saudi Arabia, get them to play there. Now, this is the reason. Europeans always think that they control the game of football, they dominate the conversation, they decide who goes where, who plays where. But Saudi Arabia are saying, you know what? Una not get money. As one boys will say, una get money. They don't get money. Else it talk. All their money now audio money. Money where we say Man City go spend for 10 years. Now they want to spend for only one player. So oh, hey, captain of Liverpool, when he hear money, the entire money will go earn for 1 year for Saudi Arabia. He has not earned it in the 12 years that he's been playing for Liverpool. Remember the tax there is 45%. I mean, and then for the fact that you go to Saudi Arabia, they're not going to collect tax for you. I say, we too rich. We don't need your poor man tax. Sit down. These people, see, Saudi Arabia people are so rich that lion and tigers and leopard obey them. They stay in their house and then they use money to make lions, wild animal, domesticated animal. They become domestic animal. They begin to do like a dog, bingo. That's how rich. You're so rich. You build a house that have a lift that take cars up, take cars on the ground anywhere. Very soon, an aeroplane will land on top of their building. That's how rich they are. So they look at Europe and say, "Oh, you really the insult us." I mean, but I never say anything. But I just like it anyway. I like that Europe are getting served their own portion of their own medicine. I like that part. But Mbappe, well, if he goes to Saudi Arabia, he will become an African player. That's just the truth. The media in France, hey, Papa has not reached us too. Hey, I'm as a Christian, you have come here, so definitely I'm getting close to my tithe. Mbappe just hold PSG for the cost. Not be small. They are in severe pain. He's paining me. That's what Nasser Al Khalifa with the bad haircut the face right now. Udofia K say mayor of Paris don't defend Mbappe. PSG don't enter as Mokihan don't enter soup. Yes, Mbappe would see. I said it from day one that no matter how they look this one, everything favors Mbappe. Mbappe, definitely have a team that knows their work, and I'm loving the whole drama against Paris Saint-Germain. You know how the men's Barcelona help with the Neymar deal, right? Yes, they're getting their own share now. That's what they be. Karma is what? A bloody bitch. Okay, Eze Patrick says, what I don't understand. Okay, I think I read that one. They say Eze Patrick is responding to Shu. Says, Shu, see, as you they talk, if you invest on person and in one wrong go for free, you not go invest, Baba, them fit let them be with that kind of money involved. You know what I fear now? Like, they should not assassinate Mbappe before the year runs out. That's the only fear that I have. Is the panic say, oh, more those people to get money and then they run out like family courts. Yes, now you keep money in the family. That's how money stays for long. Now, black people, I know, are making money for family. Michael later say, who will stop the Saudis? This is becoming ridiculously incredulous. You know when something pass you, you begin speaking tongue. If you don't speak in tongue, you speak grammar. That's exactly what's happening to Michael later. Let me say Michael invest for Saudi people. Let me interpret that grammar in case of another. He they imagine say one of your uncle they related to those Saudi PIF people, and then they administer the fund, and he go submit proposal. Say they just give him one part of the money, just 1 billion. Say, hey, oh, yeah, go and do anything. Come on, leave here. We talk about money. Just take 1 billion and get out of this place. Now what do they think? Oh, but it is for grammar. As a Patrick finally, make a letter. All that one now English. Even FIFA need money. Yes, this is where we draw the curtain on the show today. We cannot go any further. My team is looking at me like, okay, you're close again. What's sweeting you in the body? Is it ice cream that they gave you? What's wrong with you? Raji Moshud, who face like let me not say this thing I want to say now. If Osimhen get offered crazy money, what would be your advice to Victor? Say stay in Napoli or go for the bag and come back to Europe after a year. The question you're asking now does not have a direction. Crazy money from where, from who, and all that. Well, I'm not going to give you a chance to repeat the question, so I'm leaving and have a good time, right, guys? So this before I go, let me say this. It took my son to make me realize. My son went to write common entrance, and it was a public school. And then he came back from the public school, and I wasn't around. I went for toilet on the two. So by the time I came back, he was already asleep, and I hate missing not being there when they go to bed. So the next morning, my wife was like, oh, when I came back, my wife was like, man, Bruno's been praising you since, been saying thank you to daddy. I said, why? I said, because I sent him to private school, and in the school, everything is fine. They drive them, but they went to public school, and the school was rubbish, the environment was this, that. So the next morning, the guy woke up and was hugging me. Like, daddy, thank you. I said, okay, why are you grateful? He started giving me a story of the school. Again, it made me feel good. Now that's appreciation from an 11-year-old boy. It made me feel good. As you go through your day to day, and we always complain. If you're on social media, Nigerian social media, we always complain. Find time to appreciate people who have helped to make your life a tad bit easy. Because it's not easy at all to take care of your own self and then also try to take care of other people. Find time. Let people know. One of the things that I've always said is I hate people who pay tribute when people die. You know, because when you pay all those tributes, my uncle died some time ago. I went to Port Harcourt for the, what's that called? What's that thing called? What's that thing they call? Like the people come to church and be giving thanksgiving, they be talking about the person. What's it called? Service of song. So they do have the service of song, and about 21 people lined up. My uncle was a pastor. You know, and they were talking all these good things about it. And I know that all of them were lying. He's my uncle. I know him. I know all of them were lying. And then they asked me, do I have anything to say? I sat back there like, if I climb up that altar and I say one word out of my mouth, all of you run out of this church. But I said, I don't have anything to say. I'm okay. Because I knew that all of these people, none of them would have said any of these nice words to the man when he was alive. And I think that's something that you need to change. Make effort to say thank you to people. Not just use the word thank you, but tell them what they did that's making you say thank you. Because all those things that you write on social media when people die, remember their families are mourning that time. They're not even on social media. They're not seeing it. And it's they will not see it. All those condolence register that you feel, most times the space is too short to write. Your handwriting is too ugly to read like my own. And people don't go back to read that thing. People don't go back. When was the last time you see somebody come out on social media and snap the condolence register of their parents and say, oh, this is the kind he was to say? No, nobody's going to go back. So let people know how they make you feel, the good that they've done. Because the time you spend sitting down doing video to talk about the bad that people do to you is just the same time you will spend to talk about the good that people do to you. That's my take on the show tonight. Today. Let's be good to people and hope for the very, very best for ourselves and for our nation. And like I always say, if you can't be the solution, please try not to be the problem. And Marvin82_Jacob say, good morning, bros. I greet you and your crew in the studio. Thank you very much. Have for yourself a wonderful and an absolutely fantastic Tuesday. Let us again tomorrow, Wednesday. Put Emmanuel Sebastian in your prayers. He's under the weather. And be good one to another. Bye-bye.
My name is Frank Idindia Alapa. That's my name. Talking sports, my game. And I am